Pull it up.
He said, I had a friend apply for the job at the Fed working on the CBDC, and they told him he'd have to sell any crypto he owned if he was to be hired. Whoa. What the actual
And
fuck?
this is another reason too. All our enemies' technologies, the banks and all this stuff. Our enemies' technologies is like they have like there's only a certain pool. Let me put this on real quick. Let me take the rollie off, put it on the other wrist. 1 second. I always find it so funny when I stare that way, I always look at Robert Kiyosaki's face with the cash flow quadrant. My mountain of alcohol over that I have over there. All right. So there's only a certain amount of talent in the pool, right? There's only a certain amount of developers. It takes a while to train these people. It's just like engineers. It's just like there's only a certain amount of blue collar workers, right? There's only a certain amount of these blockchain devs and these people, and there's actually, and then even less talented devs. Like I've said this before, Pareto principle: 80% of devs are dog shit, at least. And I think I said this like during the bear run. I said this in 21, and people are like, oh! Like, oh my god, I said the fucking Holocaust was real or some shit. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, oh my, I said that shit, and I had people like stumbling on Twitter and in my comment sections back in the day, losing their shit when I said that. But it's true. Most developers are just copy and paste. They ain't making any new they ain't creating anything brand new. Now, then there's really good, but there's great developers, bro. Like Pulsion's got some really great developers. A lot of people in the Pulsion's community got great developers and stuff. But like, let's be honest, there's some terrible guys in Solana, there's some terrible guys in Pulse Chain. There's terrible people everywhere. It's the truth. It's the truth, just like everything. No, I shouldn't say that. That's a little bit. But, when crypto's pumping, why the fuck would I work for the government? Because like you make more money on crypto projects. What happens is when everyone's like, oh, I love crypto. I'll never betray crypto. I love it so much. Fuck all you. Woo! 6 months into the bear run, FTX happens. Oh, but all this bad stuff happens. They're all out of work, don't have jobs. The better ones are like, fuck, man, I don't have jobs. My portfolio's down. They go start working for corporate America, and that's what happens. That's when when all the innovation happens for like the corporate side is because they all get hired during the bear runs for dirt cheap, and all this talent loosens up, and then the fucking TradFi absorbs it, and that's the people trading us. Like that's what happens. That's exactly what happens every fucking time, every bull run. So, and then all this, and then people are like, why during the bull run? So it's because what happens is like, all right, remember how he talked about, like I've said this on a lot of streams, that guys go on 2 modes: pussy, money, business, work, money. They're just back and forth their whole life. So it's like crypto doing good, I work over here. Innovation happens. Crypto does bad, I leave. Now, I'm not saying all developers, but like not all developers can stay hired. Like there's people who are not copy and paste in the first cycle, then they get really good, and they're like they can actually deploy a lot of cool contracts, and then they actually start experimenting, and then they get really good at. And then some people are just good at launching stuff, but that's a skill. That's a really big skill. It's a flip flop. Now, and guys can sometimes do both. Sometimes you're like things are just going so good you can just keep earning money and stuff, but something happened, you have to then focus back on one. Like guys, I mean, that's what happens. Your business is doing really good. You take your eyes off the ball for like a second, but you're still running it good, and then you're like getting pussed, doing all this other stuff, and eventually you go the pasa de verga. Oh shit, got to focus back on the business. Or some people just stay on the coochie because they fucking never took the red pill, and then like, oh my god, and they have to restart their life. Why is it hard to balance? It is what it is. It's just like this. What is it like? It's sort of like it's a trilemma in a way where like there's like a famous example of like there's a pyramid, right? Get good sleep, get good grades, social life, pick 2. Fuck. Social life, good grades, okay, no sleep, fuck. Sleep, good grades, no social life. Sleep, social life, bad grades. Except on this one, it's pussy or money. Now you can get both, and some guys can bounce it a lot better and stuff. But during those building phases, you're working on the business, even though you're not like. And then once you maintain, because you can make, if you're good and you you can maintain it. But during that pussy getting phase, your eyes not 100% on the business and stuff like that. It's just what happens, you know. So So during these phases when this happens, right, during the bear run, we have like there's all like basically the government wants to do all these bad stuff to us and take powers away from us, but they can't, because it's hard for the government to pass stuff against crypto when the prices are up, because it's like it looks bad. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Prices are up, doing things, and then on top of that, then if they radicalize and really piss crypto people off, this is a money industry. People start donating to put lawyers and put people against them, and then they're like, oh fuck, they can start coming after me. I better chill. But once the prices crash, bad news keeps happening, prices keep going down. You see, this is why it's a bad idea. Then more people start falling for it, and then they like, that's what happens. So that's what's happening. So all this bad stuff, the bad stuff's going to happen in the bear run. You know it, like, and then this is where all the bad laws are happening. This is when they kick us when we're down. And then basically they try and they're biding their time while the prices are up. So we just got to enjoy it, you know.